The last thing you're going to analyze today is what if you show up after seeing those two different options online, but you get a bit of a credit score surprise, okay? Because this is totally possible if you have sort of more of a fair to bad credit score, but they still approve you for a loan. So they might say something like this: Hey, we ran your credit history and you've just got a really thin file. You only have 1 year's worth of student loan payments. So the deal you saw was for well qualified buyers. And sometimes if you don't have a good enough credit score, you're no longer a well qualified buyer. So they decide with your credit score, which is not as good as they usually want for their offer, they said this: okay, fine. The best deal we can offer you is a 6.6% interest rate for 60 months. That's 5 years. A little more bad news: the cash allowance, that discount, is also based on your credit history. So you don't qualify for $500 off. That being said, you're excited about a Jeep. They want to see you driving one. So they'll say, fine, we'll do $400 off for you for cash allowance. So you're going to see that's a way higher interest rate, 6.6, than the 0% or 1.9. 60-month loan term is right in the middle of our last two examples of 36 months and 84 months. And then a slightly smaller amount here. So let's go back to our workbook. She still has that down payment of $2,500. So how much of a loan does she need? We're still talking about the same car, which was $25,495. We're going to subtract her down payment. And we'll also still subtract that cash allowance, which is a little lower than the other examples, $400. Let's go see how much that's going to be for us. 25,495 minus your down payment, which you saved up in your bank account, minus the cash allowance. So you're going to need a loan for $22,595. $22,595. That's how much you need from the bank. Now we're going to go calculate her monthly payment using the bank rate calculator, but using the new information that she was given up here. So we need to change this. I believe it was just a little bit more, $22,595 this time. We are going with a 60-month loan term, which is 5 years. You see it automatically turns it into that. And with a way higher interest rate, 6.6%. And boom, you're going to see it's a way bigger monthly payment. And that's because it's a shorter loan term than our last example, from 82 months to 60 months. But she's paying way more in her total interest, $4,058. So she's getting charged way more fees from the bank in addition to the car. So now you guys are going to go back, make sure you take those information there. And when you need the total cost of the car, you're going to take her loan amount plus the down payment she showed up with, plus that big interest number at $4,000.58. And you'll see that in part 3, with a way higher interest rate, she paid way more than she did for part 1 and part 2. But depending on your credit score, that might be the only option that you're literally given for your car loan. And next week, we're going to dive way deeper into the different options and the different sort of loan terms and interest rates that are literally right now in Colorado if you wanted to buy a car like next week.